We often, as Americans, like to listen to the narrative of the police and the court system and the education system. And the reason we like to do that is we like to think that those systems are working for us. In North Carolina, our justice system has made it really difficult for the public to ever peel back the veil and see what really went on.
My name is Brad Stanley. I'm the Chief Deputy Sheriff here at Forsyth County Sheriff's Office. This morning, the Sheriff's Office was notified that Pazuzu Algarad had died while they were at Central Prison in Raleigh. Mr. Algarad was discovered shortly after 3 a.m. He was unresponsive and had a wound to one of his arms. Mr. Algarad was sent to the Adult Corrections Central Prison on a safekeeping order. That order has subsequently been sealed, so we cannot discuss any of the specifics contained within that order. Are there any questions?
Law enforcement, in my experience, is not going to tell you a lot.
Is there anything to indicate that anybody else could have done this to him besides Algarad himself?
That would have to be, we don't have that information at this point.
Was there any suspicious activity leading up to his death?
But I would have to refer any of those specifics to those folks.
They're not going to talk about motive. They're not going to talk about nothing.
Don't have that information. That would have to come from corrections.
There was something about all the investigation that they did throughout the whole thing that they just didn't want us to know about.
Are you saying basically that other than this, you cannot answer any questions?
We don't have that information. And the safekeeping order, that was sealed by a Superior Court judge, so we cannot speak to that.
Who asked for it to be sealed?
I don't have that information, Scott, I'm sorry.
What we know from the autopsy and from what prison officials have said is that he used some kind of instrument to cut himself. And what they said is they don't know exactly what kind of instrument it was.
Pazuzu was held first in Forsyth County Jail. We had heard from corrections officers off the record and from other inmates that Pazuzu had been trying to bite through his arm and trying to do so rather dramatically on a full moon. He was transferred out of there because he had been biting himself there. They found the guy in an 8x10 cell, and they found all of his other personal effects, so it's kind of hard to understand how they possibly couldn't find the weapon. He gets sent away from the Forsyth County Detention Center because they say they can't take care of the guy because he keeps trying to kill himself and they can't stop him from doing it. So the people in Central Prison know what he's apt to do. Somehow he gets time to be alone long enough to chew into his arm, enough to bleed to death. It's very important to understand in North Carolina that the Department of Public Safety oversees the Department of Corrections. So when there's an incident such as the suicide of John Lawson, they're tasked with investigating wrongdoings in an organization that they're also managing, which seems like a conflict of interest. Our lovely state government got rid of the Dorothea Dix Forensics Unit, which is where we used to send people with mental illness. We are slashing budgets from the national to the state on mental health care. What it does is it puts all the burden back on the corrections officers to deal with people with serious mental illness. And in the prison system, about 2,500 open jobs that they can't fill because the jobs don't pay crap, they're super dangerous, and nobody wants to do that stuff, even in these little towns where they're economically depressed.